I am every woman, it's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am every woman, it's all in me. Anything you want done, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to Miss LPD's channel called I'm Every Woman. I'm a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a colleague, and a lover. It's all in me. So, if you're looking for all things women, sit back, relax, and enjoy. That's not to say if you are not a woman, you are not welcome to my channel. Oh no, you are more than welcome. The more, the merrier. Especially if you want to understand the women in your life a little better. My name is Lungile. You can call me Lungi. That's what the L stands for in Miss LPD. If you become part of this family, you'll get to know over time what the other initials, the PD, stand for. For now, let's just leave it to L for Lungi. For those who are here for the first time, you're welcome. I hope you enjoy what you have to see, what you have to hear, and what you have to learn. This channel, as much as I aim to entertain and spread the love and the joy, because that's very important in life. We need to be happy in life. Happiness is very important. Happiness is very therapeutic. Happiness can get you out of a really, really terrible rut, terrible mood, can even heal you if you're beginning to feel a little sick. So happiness is very important. So I'm here to spread the happiness and the love, but also I aim to empower, to inspire, to motivate, and to educate. And I hope I'm manage, even if it's just on a small degree, to do all those things. And like the channel says, I'm every woman. I like to believe I represent. I don't want to say all women, most women, because, given my age, I'm in my early 50s now. I've been through so much. I've been through all the phases. I'd like to believe I know a little better about life, and besides, because I'm such a sociable person who gets along with everybody, who's able to hang around people from all walks of life, people at all levels. I think I'd really like to believe I'm every woman, So on this channel, we try to unpack all those things of being every woman. And I also touch on my very own personal life, my personal experiences as I journey through this thing called life. So today, I'll be showing you a vlog where I went for a sip and paint event, just a little small event, intimate event, me and my friends. I was actually attending I was experiencing sip and paint for the very first time. I've seen this on social media and have always been curious, to attend one of those. So I had the opportunity to do just that the other day. Our very nice friend hosted us at her house for the sip and paint, because it had been her birthday in August. So this was the continuation of the celebration for her birthday. She really spoiled us on the day. We really had a fantastic time catching up, laughing, sipping, of course, and painting, which was the main thing. So I'm going to show you the video now, and then we'll continue when you finish watching the video. Enjoy.
I just wanna be your girlfriend.也是没想到，说不在意，还拿着手机等你的微信，你的迟疑让我差一点怀疑我自己的美丽。But you got me keep falling， 赢了，毫无征兆，不想要承认，我就快要爱上你。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不在乎眼光，不在乎受伤。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不懂得假装，只怕你为难。No wanna be your girlfriend， 不管有多忙，是在你身旁。I just wanna be your girlfriend， yeah。这晚上11点，像你说过的话，我猜你忘了吧？我们之间的快乐不止一点点，你有没有发现我假装看不见？But you got me keep falling， 赢了，毫无征兆，我想要承认，我就快要爱上你。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不在乎眼光，不在乎受伤。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不懂得假装，只怕你为难。No wanna be your girlfriend， 不管有多忙，是在你身旁。I just wanna be your girlfriend， yeah。想靠近你，但不想太过火，有点做作，但不想你猜错。朋友说我只是想打发寂寞，其实他们都错了，被爱折磨。我可以每天看来不及你，我想注定今年做你的猫咪。我有关，这是不是都不用管？家里阿姨回来，心动长的床单，精心的装扮，我很懂浪漫。你既然都错了，我会替你把话都讲完。我想你的话你也不说，你的想法我难以捉摸。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不在乎眼光，不在乎受伤。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不懂得假装，只怕你为难。No wanna be your girlfriend， 不管有多忙，是在你身旁。I just wanna be your girlfriend， yeah。I just wanna be your girlfriend。也是没想到，说不在意，还拿着手机等你的微信，你的迟疑让我差一点怀疑我自己的美丽。But you got me keep falling， 赢了，毫无征兆，不想要承认，我就快要爱上你。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不在乎眼光，不在乎受伤。I just wanna be your girlfriend， 不懂得假装，只怕你为难。No wanna be your girlfriend， 不管有多忙，是在你身旁。I just wanna be your girlfriend， yeah。这晚上11点，像你说过的话，我猜你忘了吧？我们之间的快乐不止一点点，你有没有发现我假装看不见？But you got me keep falling， 赢了，毫无征兆，我想要承认，我就快要爱上你。I
I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope it's going to encourage you to organize something of that sort as well, because it's quite interesting. Um, for me, so I mostly enjoyed the sipping. I've lost my talent of drawing, of painting. I haven't done this. It's such a long time, so many years. I used to be very good actually drawing. I was very disappointed in myself that so become so rusty. Yeah, but anyway, I'm sure the next time we have sip and paint, my painting is gonna come out tops. I also had a very exciting time with my friend who's from Durban, who um, who took a leap of faith and decided to live her dreams. Before kicking the bucket, just like me, she decided to live her dreams. Also in her early 50s, and pursue her passion of being a fashion designer. She had been a school teacher most of her career life, and when an opportunity came for her to try her luck at the Fezile Fashion Design, I think it's called, yeah, FFD, Fezile Fashion Design, she joined in as one of the mentees there, and it's amazing actually because she had never in her life touched a sewing machine, but she ended up showcasing at the Durban Fashion Fair. It was quite amazing. That's the second video that you're going to watch now. Enjoy.
Discoteca, la fiesta no para apenas comienza. C'est comme ça, ma chérie. La 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 la. Francia, Colombia, me gusta. J Balvin, Willy William, me gusta. Los DJ no mienten, le gusta a mi gente y eso se fue muy bien. No le bajamos, mas nunca paramos, es otro palo y blanco. ¿Y dónde está mi gente? Que fue a escuchar la gente. ¿Y dónde está mi gente?
I hope you really enjoyed that. That friend of mine, we went to high school together and we went to tertiary together. So our friendship has spanned over many years. We've seen each other through so many things, the ups and downs. She's crazy and young at heart like me and a go-getter like me. So I'm super proud of her. I'm really super proud. It's very important, guys, that we live our dreams. Those who've been watching me from day one know that I had been wanting to be a content creator, a YouTuber specifically, for so many years, but I kept postponing and coming up with all sorts of excuses. And before I knew it, I was over 50. But I was like, no, I'm not letting this go. I'm not going to have peace if I don't pursue this. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I did it. Here we are. I have my very own YouTube channel. Actually, now I have two YouTube channels. This one for I'm Every Woman, and the other one, Mind Your Zulu. I've separated them now. Initially, I had fused both channels together, but I decided no, that's not a good idea because the one for Mind Your Zulu is for mostly for kids, primary going kids. I'm just trying to do my bit to encourage the speaking, the understanding, the reading of isiZulu because hey, Yonagala guys, Kuyonagala is getting very bad and embarrassing. Our very own children cannot speak Zulu, even if isiZulu is their mother tongue. But you find that they can't speak isiZulu, they can't read it, they don't understand it. That's bad. So we cannot afford to have our indigenous languages becoming extinct, like the dinosaurs. No, we cannot have that. Actually, really super proud of the channel of mine. But this one is strictly for grown-ups. This one is for grown-ups because we discuss grown-up things. Okay, the main thing which I'm sure you all have been waiting for, let me waste no more time, is the day I kissed Brenda Fassie. Back in the days, Brenda Fassie was big. If you were born in the 70s and the 90s, you know how big she was. So she was our Beyonce of South Africa. Everybody knew Brenda Fassie. Those of us who dreamed to be musicians, we saw so much of ourselves in her. I was one of those. I was all about Brenda Fassie. For me back then, it was Brenda Fassie and Madonna. Oh, I lived and loved those two artists. So, back in those days, before we had social media, the internet and things, we relied on the radio. And it's amazing. But we were able to actually write the lyrics, whatever we thought the artist is saying, we'd write it down. We had these thick songbooks for all the different songs. And we used to imitate them. We'd have special music concerts at school and we'd imitate them. So at high school, I was known as the Brenda Fassie. I always knew that if you're going to have a concert, if you're going to have like a particular school coming to visit us, everybody knew that Lungi is going to sing as Brenda Fassie. So I was Brenda Fassie, and I would really get into the character when I'm on stage. So much that the other learners would scream at me, and afterwards they look at me like I'm some kind of star, like they're starstruck. Like it's like you have to say, "Hello, it's me, Lungi, your schoolmate." Yeah, but this was really nice. This was really nice. So, my Latin music, I used to think I'd be a musician, actually. I remember very early on, I remember this one particular day when my mom said, you need to write down, on a piece of paper, what you'd like to be when you grow up, what you'd like God to do for you, what you'd like your ancestors to help you achieve in life. If there's something you're looking forward to achieving in life, write it on a piece of paper as some kind of prayer, and then you leave it on the prayer place, and then it's gonna come true. For me, I'm sure my mom was thinking like, we're gonna write one day I want to be like a doctor or a social worker, or me, I wrote one day I want to be a famous musician like Brenda Fassie, and I want to meet Brenda Fassie. I want to be a musician so badly. That's what I wrote on a piece of paper. I'm sure when my mom read it, because I'm sure she did, even though she said it's meant for God and our ancestors, I'm sure she read. And I'm sure she must have thought crazy. But she never confronted me about it. So I lived my life dreaming of being Brenda Fassie. This other time, a guy in the neighborhood whom we're told was from Joburg and knows all the the big stars, all the what's this word I'm looking for? The celebrities. He claimed to know all the celebrities, and I heard that he would be in town. You know, staying in Umlazi. So he came to visit my friend's house. My friend's dad was in the entertainment industry. He is a marketer. He was in the marketing department of in the entertainment industry. So he knew some celebrities, you know. So my friend told me that this guy is going to come back on this particular day, you know, at his house, he's going to come visit again to have a meeting with her dad. So I got excited because my friend knew very well that I wanted to be a musician one day, and that I'd like to meet Brenda Fassie one day. And that is my life dream, which I intend to achieve. So she told me that this guy is coming. You know, you better make your move, girl. You better make your move. So I met the guy. Maybe the guy was in his early, if not mid-20s. Me at that time, I was like maybe 14. Probably was doing grade 10. You know, back then we started school quite early. I think I started school when I was 5 years. So by the time because I finished school at 16, because 16 years when I did metric. So so I was around 14 years. I met the guy, told him my story. Yeah, that guy was very naughty, actually. Anything could have happened. Because he took advantage. You know, when you're young and innocent and you don't know much about life and you think you know, but you don't really know. Because he promised me the moon and the stars. Like, I'm going to take you with. We're going to go to Joburg, but do not tell anyone. Don't tell even your friends. Don't tell anyone at home. Even this friend from this house, don't tell her. When I just pack your little bag of essentials, then I'm going to come pick you up in the evening around 7. When you just leave the house and pretend like maybe you're like a dustbin or something. I'll be waiting outside your gate. Yeah. And indeed, I did just that. Never told anybody. In fact, I don't think I've ever even told my my siblings this, especially my sister and I, because I have one sister. We're quite close. We speak about a whole lot of things. I don't think I've ever told her that. But anyway, my sister is 7 years younger than me. So if I was 14, my sister was 7. Yeah, my sister was 7 back then. When I was 14, my sister was 7, so she was much younger. She wasn't going to understand anyway, so I felt I'm not going to even bother telling her, my life is about to change. There's a guy who's been dropped from heaven by God himself. You know, so now my dreams are about to come true. You know that piece of paper that I wrote? God is about to grant me my wish. So I packed my little bag, put my things in there, and I went to wait for the guy. I waited and waited in the darkness. Waited and waited and waited. The guy never came. The guy never pitched. I was so disappointed. Had to give up, went back to the house. I never saw the guy again. I couldn't even tell my friend. I couldn't ask my friend and be like, what happened? Because remember the guy said I mustn't tell anyone, so nobody ever knew about that stupid arrangement that I had made. And one of the things as well, which encouraged me to do that stupid thing, was that I had heard Brenda Fassie saying that's how she got to be in the music industry. She also ran away from home, all the way from Cape Town, I think. Was it Eastern Cape? No, I think Cape Town, all the way from Cape Town, and I think she hitchhiked or something. Can't remember the story, but I know that for Brenda Fassie to be in Joburg and make it big like she did, she also took a leap of faith, took chances, and just came to Joburg. I think Missy Pakela as well. I think she also did the same thing. So it encouraged me. Looks like that's the way to do it. That's the way to go. If you really want to achieve your dreams in the music industry, you kind of elope. Anyway, so I had to forget about that. And by the way, my music situation started way back when I was still young. I was one of those who sing in church. I used to do a lot of solo acts, sang in church. Out of the blue, I would just tell my parents, Ma, Baba, this Sunday I'd like to sing. So please tell the pastor to slot me in the program for this Sunday. I'd like to sing. I'll be there, sing my heart out. When the visitors come to visit us at my place, at my house, my family home, my parents be like, "Hey, what's that, Lungi? Come and sing for the visitors." I was their child. I remember that I used to, at some point, my parents extended the house, so they left over bricks which were behind the house. I used to pretend like they were my audience. I would sing my heart out looking at those bricks, sing my heart. And it's a part of me because my house is by the main road. I would sing so loud because when I read different stories of how the big artists, the big celebrities made it in life, they would say things like, I was just minding my business, just singing, and then this guy, I was like, "Oh, you sing so well," and it turned out he was a talent scout. So that's how I was discovered. And before I knew it, I became, this famous musician. So I used to sing my heart out, hoping that somebody who's driving past or even walking past on the road, like I say, my house was near the main road, might just hear me sing and be like, "Oh, where is that angelic voice coming from? I gotta see her. I gotta book her. I gotta sign her up." That's what I had at the back of my mind when I would sing my heart out in front of those bricks. So I was one of those, who starts songs who would sing at school. As early as primary school, I remember I was doing standard 4, which is grade, standard 4 is grade what? Grade 7, 5, 6, grade 5. Yeah, grade 5. As early as grade 5, I was at higher primary. I just called higher primary. I was one of those special girls who start songs at assembly. During the good old days when you used to have like real assemblies in the mornings. I used to really look forward to that. And back then we used to have assemblies from Monday to Friday every morning. We used to. Why did you even stop doing that? Because that would set the tone for the day. It's nice to be with around your schoolmates, start the day together, sing along and pray and stuff. Not that the prayer parts meant a lot for us because we're still young and naive. We don't know much about spirituality. But it just used to get us in the mood to sing, So, Minagi, I was one of those years who are, maybe there was 3, 4 of us who would start songs at assembly. And now that I think of it, it must have been a bit anxious for me, wondering if they're going to pick me. Because you're not told beforehand if you're going to be picked that morning to start the song. You just stand there hoping that they're going to call out your name and it's going to start the song that particular day. Yeah, so they'll be like, Lungile, please start a song. And you have to think on your toes quickly, Like you can't sing the song that somebody sang yesterday, So I guess you always had to be ready to, gosh, that's a lot of pressure. Excuse me. It's a lot of pressure now that I think of it. I have to think of a song, be creative about it, like not choose a boring song, not choose a song that was sang yesterday or the other day. And you better make sure it's a nice song that all the learners will enjoy, be like, and then, get excited if your song is, one of the favorite songs. So at a young age like that, because maybe I was like, maybe, I don't know, 8, 9. So that pressure. But anyway, I was able to handle it. In fact, I wonder why I never became a musician. There was a time when at high school, after high school, back in the days, you get your results from the newspaper, then you still have to get the statement of the results from your school. There was no emails and stuff back then. So I remember when I went to pick up the statement for my matric results, because I went to an all-girls Catholic school. I remember that the sister that I spoke to had said, when I see you as a musician, you better pursue the dream. You are meant to be a musician. You have to pursue music. Years later, when I went there again, I can't remember what I went there for, but later on in life, I did go back to that boarding school. I remember them saying, "We're so disappointed that you never pursued the music thing. Why didn't you? You're so gifted. You're so talented. You're so meant for it." I was like, actually, why I did not pursue it is because my parents totally discouraged me. They were against it, especially my mom. My mom was like, okay. You want to be like Brenda Fassie and be into drugs and things. That is just industry. It's not a good idea. You either become a drunkard, an alcoholic, or you get into drugs. And, sometimes even the career is not very sustainable. How are you going to sustain your life if it's now I'll never know if I would have cracked it in the industry. But anyway, so the day I kissed Brenda Fassie, I was doing standard 8, which is grade 10. We had gone to Johannesburg as a school trip. We went to Johannesburg as a school trip, and at some point we went to the CBD, Joburg CBD. Back then it was the place. It was nice. We went to the Carlton Center. Carlton Center was the place back then. It was very trendy, very stylish. So we went to the Carlton Center. And me, at the back of my mind, I was thinking, if only I could bump into Brenda Fassie, what would I do? I wonder what I would do if I were to bump into Brenda Fassie. So we're told, okay, you can roam around the mall, this Carlton Center, and you'll be back at the pickup spot on a particular time. So we went. And then all of a sudden, while we were there, we had some commotion. Then I heard, "There's Brenda Fassie inside the Carlton Center." I'm not believing it. Indeed, there was Brenda Fassie. I was like, "Oh, hey, this can't be true. This just cannot be true." But yeah, Brenda Fassie was at the Carlton Center. What are the odds? But she was really there. So Brenda Fassie came with her assistant, looking all trendy. He was screaming. Can you imagine the screams there and the craziness? We would scream at Brenda Fassie like, how people used to scream at Michael Jackson? Yes, Brenda Fassie was that big in South Africa back then. Like I said, she was the Beyonce of South Africa. So we were screaming, and most eyes were on me, because I'm the school Brenda Fassie. And as luck would have it, I was wearing the thingy. What do we call it? The thing that you pin here. I've forgotten the name now. And it had a picture of Brenda Fassie. That's how much I liked the woman. I was wearing the thingy with the picture of Brenda Fassie. So she came and greeted us. And then she said, "I'm so impressed that the school likes me like this. This means you are my big fan." Like, "Yes, Brenda." And she said, "I want to give something special to the school, just to donate. I'm going to donate some money, and I'm going to give you guys some of my LPs." Back then, you remember the LPs, the records. "I'm going to give you my latest records, and I'm also going to give you posters." Yeah, just going to be posters, some LPs, and also money. Now I need one person that I'm gonna take with to my it means she always carried those things because they were seated at a restaurant and she had all those things with her. So she's like, "I need to pick one person that I'm gonna go with inside the restaurant to pick up those things." Everybody's screaming, "Me, pick me!" And me, I was too starstruck. I must have been like, I just could not believe my eyes. So shame, because they know how I love Brenda Fassie. All eyes went towards me. Pick. You know, oh well. Now you know the other distance with Dan. Dan, you know. Yes, I want Brenda Fassie for the school. Yo, everything was happening in such slow motion, guys. I could not believe. Like the crowd of learners kind of opened space to me, you know, like in the movies. You know, they opened. There was all of a sudden there was just space for me to walk through straight to Brenda Fassie, and there she was. And we walking, and I can't even talk. As we walk, it's the assistant, Brenda Fassie, then me, the little short me. Can you imagine how short I was back then? So we're walking now towards the restaurant to pick up things. I don't think I said anything. I don't remember what we were talking about. I was just mesmerized by the whole thing. I don't even know how my feet carried me. I felt like I was flying. It was just too good to be true. I probably was shaking. So we got to where they were seated. There were other people there as well. They bought the posters, like 4 posters. Money, I think it was $1,000. 1,000 rands was a lot of money back then. So the 4 posters, the 1,000 rand, and the LPs. I think she gave us 2 LPs. I can't quite remember. And we walked back. I can't remember what we were talking about, if we were talking at all. Perhaps was just talking to. She must have talked to me, because she's a nice person. She was a very nice person. There's no way that she totally ignored me and only spoke to her assistant. She must have been talking to me, maybe asking my name. I wonder if I even remembered my name at that point. Anyway, we're walking back to the crowd, and we come out, and the learners, my fellow schoolmates, are screaming again, ah! You know, and me, I'm standing there with posters and stuff. So the teachers come and you know, they accept the gifts. The money, the posters, the LPs, yeah. So she wished us well, safe journey back to KZN, because the school was in KZN. So as she turned to walk back to the restaurant, I don't know where I found the courage, but I found myself saying, Brenda! I get the chills just thinking about that moment. I said, Brenda! I screamed, Brenda! And it just went dead quiet. And all the heads shook. All eyes are on me. The spotlight is on me yet again. They're looking at me. Everybody's looking at me, including the teachers, wondering, what the hell is she going to say now to Brenda? Brenda, she mustn't embarrass us. Dan must just not embarrass us. Brenda's already done everything that she needs to do. Taken time from her very busy schedule to, you know, give attention to us. What does she want to say to Brenda now? And I said, can I kiss you? I said, can I kiss you? And she said, of course. There I was, walking. In my mind, it was like in slow motion, because I don't know how I got there. I don't know whether I ran. I don't know. Just remember everybody screaming, ah! Watching me walking towards Brenda so I can kiss her. So I walked towards Brenda Fassie and give her a huge smack on her lips. Then I don't know what happened after that. I was just in a daze after that. As I walked back because we were about to leave. I remember we left immediately after that. So I remember going inside the bus and everybody screaming at me and wanting to kiss me. They're like, you better not wash your lips today. In fact, the whole of today, do not kiss. So they're like, if you kiss you, it's like you will also kiss the Brenda Fassie. Everybody's just screaming at me, wanting to know, how does it feel to kiss her? What happened inside the restaurant? They asked me all kinds of questions. I probably didn't answer them. It's just everything was just too good to be true. And I went back to the bus and I probably never spoke until we got back to wherever. Wow. So nice to be young. So yeah, that's how I got to kiss Brenda Fassie. Definitely for me, it was nothing sexual. It was just me kissing my idol, I was a huge fan, so yeah, I never met her again. It was the first and the last, but it was such a coincidence, an amazing coincidence, that I got to see Brenda Fassie. In fact, I actually hoped that we were gonna spend more time. In my mind, in my crazy young head, I thought that's when you got to the restaurant, I get to actually sit down with them, and then I was gonna tell her my story of my life. I've always wanted to be like you. I want to be like you. Please take me with you. I don't even want to go back to school. Take me with you, Brenda Fassie. I can even be your backup singer. Can be a backup artist or one of the dancers. Even if I drop out from high school, it's fine. I just want to sing. That's all I want to do. I've always wanted to do that. Tell her how I wrote that. Because at that point, I'd already written that note, that I gave to my mom, to pray over, of wanting to be like Brenda Fassie in future, be rich and famous. Yeah, but my dream, bottom line, did come true. I did get to meet Brenda Fassie. And cherry on top was that I got to kiss her as well. That's my story of how I kissed Brenda Fassie. Well, we've come to the end of today's story time with a bit of vloggy vlog. Let me see if I didn't forget anything that I wanted to. Oh, one more thing that I wanted to talk about that I saw recently on the news. Brenda's ex. That lady that she was said to have been dating. I saw on social media, it's been kind of trending, that she now lives on the streets. I don't think she really lives on the streets. I really don't think so, but hey, you never know. Her name was Cindy. She was also an actress. Hey, that's now she lives on the streets, and and that she at some point she did not want the fame and fortune anymore, because she says it robbed her of her family. She didn't really expatiate, she didn't really explain what she means, by that. That's the fame and fortune took, her family away from her. Maybe she was spending too much time, within the industry, or maybe she meant some family members passed away, or we don't really know what she meant, but that's what she said. She said at some point she literally prayed to God to take away all the fame and fortune. Because she said at some point she was making 51,000 a month. That was a lot of money back then. Because we're talking, this was in the 90s. Yeah, this was in the 80s and 90s, early 90s, late 80s. Yeah. So 51,000 then per month. That's a lot of money. So she said that's how much she was making. So she really was, experiencing her, the fortune era. It wasn't just the fame, also the fortune, but it was really messing up with her. I remember that the lady who was talking to her was like, I would really like to help you. Do you want me to seek help for you? Because well, she didn't say it in so many words, like you look like you're in quite a bad shape. But anyway, Cindy said, because that's her name, I think. She said, no, I don't want help. I'm fine like this. I'm happy. For someone who looked like her, who was in her state, to say she's fine like that, hey, yeah, it makes you wonder. If you look yourself in the mirror, you don't look so fine. Are you sure? Because I think the lady said, are you sure? She said, yeah, I'm sure. I'm fine like this. I'm fine. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of today's storytime and vlog. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Please text me. The boss is on my back. If I don't get there right now, gotta have it right. I wanna be on the Zola bar. in this all about, in this all about. Zolaba, 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 Zolaba. Midnight early, everywhere I go, it's always the same. Your love keeps pushing me day by day. Oh, it gives me hope and it gives me strength. Yeah, and it's all because umuntu ngabantu. Everywhere I go, it's always the same. Your love keeps pushing me day by day. Oh, it gives me hope and it gives me strength. And it's all because umuntu ngabantu. Umuntu ngabantu. So please subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Umuntu ngabantu. Washo Brenda Fassie. What's umuntu ngabantu? What would I be without you? Subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel.